The cost of living is so hard. Forget that it used to cost a day's wages for a whole chicken, or that people used to eat out maybe once a year, and you might have one nice dress, even if you're a man. What's wrong with people these days? I know the marketing has just gotten terribly good, and I got a comment the other day from somebody hating on boomers, and I see that sentiment. Yeah, I mean, my parents were terrible with money, in my opinion. My mother was a nurse, my dad was a radio DJ for many years, and they were shills at the car dealership. They would buy a new car every 5 years, and I didn't know then, but now I understand, like, complete shills. And my mother, bless her heart, she's always somebody, even before she talks, people see dollar signs and they look at her because she's just a nice little old lady, and people are greedy, which leads me to the whole the socialism versus democracy argument. You see, our forefathers based the structure of our government on the idea that people are given to nefarious values like greed when left to their own devices. And they knew that. And we had just fucked off Britannia because of that. And so they put guardrails in place. They tried to make it checks and balances. They made 3 different branches all having equal power, and they tried to make it so that we were protected from our own greed and selfishness. Whereas communism and socialism they assume that everybody is inherently good when it comes down to it. And that's just not the truth, folks. I'm sorry to tell you, people are imperfect. And as much as I'm not a Bible banger, I really think we should be grateful that we have the wonderful stories in the Bible that tell us things like the fact that we are imperfect and will always be imperfect, but that we should strive to be better. How much would we understand about that idea? And then you have, if not for the Bible. And the problem I see mostly on the left and to a lesser extent on the right, with people on the right, is people are just walking around with a God complex. Everybody wants to be their own God. Everybody wants to be super special. Everybody thinks they're special. It's not just the drug addicts anymore. It's everybody thinks that there's nothing above them. They're so rebellious and defiant toward anything that could be perceived as authority. It's like they've lost the whole plot of life. And I like to believe, and this is partly how I sleep at night, that there's something cyclical going on, that maybe reincarnation of some sort is what the reality is, and that we are supposed to find a higher state of being, that our collective consciousness is supposed to grow and become a more peaceful thing. I don't know, I'm just trying to make this video long enough to go not be on shorts, because I tell you what, those ticky tacks rot in your brain. Check out the neuroscience on that. And for all of you Trump haters, gosh, another 80-20 issue. The Democrats are fighting tooth and nail for the 20 side. 71% of their own people want voter ID. This is kind of like the trans people in women's sports thing, right? 80-20 issue. Democrats are on the wrong side of it. The stuff that RFK is doing, great stuff. The stuff that Trump's doing, trying to lower, actually everything starts with an idea. So if Trump doesn't even get anything done with this drug price reduction stuff, he at least got the ball rolling. And he reclassified marijuana. We've all been bitching about that our whole lives. Why should people be prosecuted as if they had a hit of acid in their pocket if they get caught with a joint? But people still want us to say, oh, it's a cash grab. Oh, it's just so they can regulate it. Well, yeah, but 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, you would have bitched about how it was classified as a Schedule 1. I tell you.